Hello and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration and Krastorio 2. Today we are looking at oil and oil processing. So first of all, we are going to get a couple of these. Let's say 4 tanks, 4 pump jacks. That should be enough, probably. That's slow. 19.2. Oh, this is 45 second. Okay. Let me casually add a few more here. So we can do that while we are handcrafting all this other stuff. Having a little bit extra research speed here would not be bad. We probably need a couple of pipes here as well. Let's grab this. Oh, yeah, we probably should have finished this wall. Probably should have finished that wall. This... How much do we need to mine exactly? Mine entity. We are mining the entity. This is crude oil. I just don't know how much we need. Okay, so interestingly, in this mod pack, this is not an infinite resource. This is a finite resource. And that's... Well, I honestly don't mind. Let's make sure this is connected. Like so. Okay, we're about to hit this here. There we go. Okay. And we'll do 4 of these. Just gonna do that, so we'll have 4 here. So we're crafting these labs as well. And probably I want to do this. Because we're gonna have to figure out steel smelting. We need a setup for that. We can't just have that going. We'll do that. We'll do that and that. And yeah, let's just add this here. There we go, and there we go. It's only going to add 5 per minute, so it's not like this is a major change in any way. I don't have any more cards, unfortunately. Okay, we need these. Boop. Can we clear out the crafting queue, please? We need another one of these. but without handcrafting every single engine, please. A couple of these, a couple of that. So 28 per minute, 7.2 per minute. Okay. I think we'll remove this. No, we won't. Okay. So this tech card here, we'll just get that going. Like so. 36 per minute. That's not very amazing. We also need, we have unlocked a bunch of oil stuff here. This needs automation cores, which I don't have in my inventory currently. Right, we do have ammo still. Okay, that's fine. Automation core. Yes. We don't have the wood, so we're grabbing a stack of wood. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. That would be the 6 that we need down here. We did finish that up. So let's go add these storage tanks and the pipes here so we can start processing this oil. Okay, that's not enough pipe. I see. Let's get that moving. Yeah, we'll just do this. That's fine. That's also fine. And we'll do that. This is gonna leave us with a lot extra wood. And I need more iron again. My inventory is so incredibly full. Speaking of basic inventory size, please. I think we can get another row. Pretty much. Okay, I didn't see where. I didn't see where that was. Okay, it was here. Okay, we have... Inventory is unfortunately full. Let's repair this. Let's get that. Let's get this going. Let's get that going. Okay, so I think we did unlock that. Did we? I think so. Yes. Okay. Perfect. So I'm gonna let this stack up a little bit. We're gonna go fix the greenhouses and the inserters and everything there. We're gonna need to add more power as well. I'm really skimping on the greenhouse wood production right now. Eventually, we probably want to add sand to this to make this way more efficient. But I'm not doing that as of right now. And power is down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's unfortunate. I'm just gonna do that. 2, 3. And a couple more power poles. We'll do 3 there. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Power poles. At least we used some of the stone here. Very good. We now have a decent amount, but I don't think this is gonna be holding up anymore. So we're gonna have to add here as well. We have a bunch of recipes here. I have no idea what that is. I need to find this. 1, 2. We'll do a couple more of these. And then belt. Mostly to be kind of safe here with fuel production, really. I don't want power to cut out. We don't have time for that. Basic inventory size 3. Okay, I mean, this is gonna be way more than we need, probably. We can add this coal as well here, so that removes another part from our inventory, really. Okay, so steel smelting. Steel smelting. So we need wood and coal somewhere up here. Wood, coal, and iron. Okay, so if we do this again, like so, this then becomes wood and coal. We're gonna build a bunch of those. I'm out of belt. I see. We'll get some belt here to get going. That needs to go here. So wood and coal. I'm just gonna find coal here somewhere. So still coal primarily goes into this. So we have power. And then when that's done, we're going to send it up here to go into the rest of the factory. Should be fine. Should be fine. We now have at least a decent amount. Speaking of, wait, now I'm fiddling around with the UI. This is what I wanted. This doesn't seem to pollute that much. 10 per minute. Huh, okay, that's interesting. Let's take a look at... What do you mean 40? I have 4 of those. Okay, so this is multiplied by something for sure. But I mean, 40 in the grand scheme of things, not that much. I thought oil would be polluting way, way, way more. So we're building the splitter here. That's fine. And then this needs steel. We'll do this. This is gonna be near. That's gonna be far. And then we will have the iron coming in here. So we need another splitter. Boom. There we go. Just gonna drag this here. I'm gonna put it... I'm gonna need a bunch of circuits here. Which we are out of because we are out of this. Let's stop this production. So how are we doing with stone? Let's probably stop this as well, right? Because... I mean, I think we probably... we'll put that there. Okay. Put that there. That there. Okay, coal is also kind of running out here. And copper is now backed up, which is a problem. This amount of stone that we have here is not great. We'll just do this. That's fine. I don't know, we made this incorrectly here a bit, but... So we'll have some stone coming in here. Coal is not doing well. Okay. I need to save this mining operation. We'll need a bunch of copper here, which is pretty good. We'll make 10. That should last us for a bit. Speaking of, let's get some more belt as well. Let's get some more belts. Here we go. And by some belt, I mean apparently 600 belt. Could kinda use these as well. Here. Speaking of, let's make sure we have some green circuits here. Okay. Can we do that? And this probably. Oh, this is gonna improve the speed a bit. Which seems important at this point, really. We'll get 4 of that. I really want these circuits. Okay. We'll leave that for now. Okay, and you have finished making ammo, which is impressive. Plastic bar. Okay, we need to make, let's say, 2 oil refineries here. I mostly want to make something so that we can get the chemical tech card on the way. Because then we have a whole new bunch of options that open up for us that we didn't have before. So let's put these out. Okay, we're gonna have to go immediately into petroleum here. Okay, let me get this. One, two. That's fine. That's fine. Then we get water. Not there. We get water here. That's fine. I need more iron, unfortunately. We can place this, though. 1 and 2. And this. I don't know exactly what we need to make this, but we'll figure that out in a second here. This needs to go in here. I can't walk around carrying this. We'll put coal in there as well. This fuel needs to go somewhere. Gonna put that there. Because I can't be carrying all these things, really. Okay, normal pipe as well. We're gonna need a bunch of that. Okay. Oh, and we need an offshore pump, which is here. There we go. that comes in there. This comes in there, and we need the offshore pump. I'm just gonna wait here for it to craft. Okay, we're gonna get one stack. That's gonna be enough. Okay, let's do this. Give me my inventory size, please. Okay, this needs some power. Thanks. So petroleum is kind of done. Petroleum is kind of done. To get this working, we need to make sulfuric acid somehow, which is, it looks like the normal recipe. So we need to craft a couple of these, which requires steel. I really want to make that steel chest now, to have this buffer kind of going. Okay. Take these. We will take this. We'll make 2 of these. Make a couple iron chests, but we already have one. We'll make this. This is steel plate. This, that, this. Boom. Yay, more inventory. And we now have steel in a chest. So steel is now kind of automated. I think... Oh. Oh. Okay. I think we do this, actually. There. And there. And then this and this. Two burner inserters. Gonna make a couple more. Gonna take this. This can be there. That can go there. Burner inserters go in here. This is coke. This is steel. Okay. That is great. Can we make a couple more of these? And then pipe. So I'm gonna need a little bit more here. So now we're spending a bunch of iron. Iron, which seems to be something we have a decent abundance of, somehow. Never really been the case before. We'll take this here. Okay, can we get... Should set up these things here so that I can just get it from the bar. We'll do that. There's gonna be some power in there. Sulfuric acid. Needs this. Needs water. Needs iron plates, which I think I'm gonna add manually for now. And we'll do that. So sulfuric acid kinda done. Now the question is, am I piping this all the way up here or what? Because the initial plan was kind of having the blue tech cards up here. So we'd have to get glass, not that bad. Blank tech cards, we kind of have them here. We can do something here to make that kind of work. We can easily make way more blank tech cards here. Multi-cylinder engines, which is, I think, steel. Yeah, so we're gonna need this with steel. That's not too bad. We can make that there. Okay, so we have this coming out here. We have this. And here. And here. So we can now slowly but surely make some sulfuric acid. Great. Let's keep the spaghetti going over here. Because we do have engines here. So we can do this. We can do iron gear wheel on this side again. 20 inserters maybe. I can't believe that I haven't automated inserters yet. Ugh. I have to pay for that constantly, I think. So we'll just get this going and we'll have multi-cylinder engine. We'll have that going out on a belt. So steel, I kinda need steel to magically appear over here. I'm just gonna drag this here for now. We'll put some power in this. This will make the engines. Let's make 10 of these. I can see that I need automation cores for this. So let's grab those. Let's make 10 of these anyway. Okay, so you're making... Okay, yeah, we can make a lot now. So these maybe are gonna be running. We're consuming all of the tech cards that we can produce at the moment. Which is cool. Oof. Okay, we are down. We're way down on iron ore supply. Okay. how are we doing on steel? Because iron ore is a trickle right now. Yeah. So how much is this? This is 7. Let's make 8. Seven, 8. But you're gonna need a double input, aren't you? This can be too tight, man. This is gonna be too tight. Okay. We're gonna have to reorganize this very, very soon anyway, so I'm just gonna put this down here. And we're gonna put this on an output. Boom. We'll take this here next to the ammo belt. And we'll go there. Going down here has a few advantages. We need multi-cylinder engine and we need glass. So we do need this. I mean, this is not impossible to get out. Let's get a couple more gear wheels here. This has not received any steel yet. Wait. Yeah. This is in the incorrect direction. Okay. Makes sense. Let's make 2 of these. And let's put a chest here. I'm just gonna very easily steal this here. Boom. This is glass. Boom. That's gonna be that. Putting that in there. Putting that in there. Putting that in there. Just let me have a little bit of glass here. This needs to join up with these, which will definitely not be enough to make anything. Oh, that's a very slow craft. Okay. We're gonna blue machine this immediately. But this is gonna be terrible. This needs a complete redesign. 100%. Okay. I mean, that is what that is. Okay. Now we need blank tech cards as well. Blank tech cards we can get from here. But this needs more production. Gonna do that. We're gonna put these green ones in there. do. Okay, we need a couple more of these. Okay. Splitter first, I guess. Put this here. Put this here. These two go here. And we just add this. This is gonna be what we can get for the amount of copper that we're spending, really. I don't think you can get that out. So we'll have those two. And that's gonna be great. Now, let's do this. And handcraft a bunch of inserters for this as well. Yeah. Kinda needed to get these out on a belt instead. Because there's no way that this is gonna work. Yeah, so if we do let's do stop with that, please. If we do this here, put this on a belt. Put this here. Inserter. Put that on there. Multi-cylinder engine. Well, let's make one more. Let's make long inserter to get the steel. That's gonna be there. That's gonna be there. That's gonna be there. That's gonna be there. Boom. Boom. Okay. So this needs 0.3 engines per second or 18 per minute. This makes 50 per minute. And this makes 60. So we're really good with this production. I don't know yet how many engines we'll need here. 55 per minute. Let's swap this over here and see if we can get this done. In 2 minutes. So we can start by piping the sulfuric acid over here. So we're gonna need that. So I need more iron. So I think we need a bit more pipe. So ideally, I think we go here. Okay, this has pretty long reach. I think this is more reach than vanilla pipes. By a decent margin. Okay, boop. Boop. One of that. This is like what? That's a long ass. Wow, that's 19. Okay. That's a long pipe, man. But that's good for me. No. Let's not disturb the coal. And let's get this somewhere over here. Ish. Now, we also need to do something with this. Advanced circuits are going to be electronic components. And copper. So we're going to have to get a couple of these again. That was a 9. Grab that. We'll grab these. Well, they don't need engines. But let's stack up on engines anyway. Okay, so advanced circuits unlocked. Electronic components and copper wire. Or copper wire. Okay, so let's make maybe this amount, yeah? So you're gonna need a splitter up here. Let's make a couple of those. Might be useful. Are we really, really close? We are really, really close. Unfortunately, we're mining this at a rate of 400 per minute, or let's say 375. That is 22k per hour. Okay, that's not good news. That is not good news indeed. Okay, so electronic components are the things that we don't really need that many of. And electronic components are gonna have to come from this side. We'll do copper wire here, I think. Like this. So we'll have a shared belt with circuits and copper wire. That goes there. This goes up there. This goes down here. That goes in there. This will drag here. Copper goes in. That will be there. We will then put in... Apparently not in that machine. Let's do 4 then. Let's start with that. Because then we need to upgrade all the science production to have an even ratio, but that's kind of annoying. Whatever, dude. We're gonna start with this. Like here. Okay, so this is gonna need this anyway. 1, 2, 3. So it's gonna need this belt. And it's gonna need this belt. And we'll go down there. There we go. That just goes south then. Ooh. I see. We're gonna do power here. We're gonna do fluid here. Like so. And I'm just gonna be lazy and we'll do that. That's fine. This, that, there, jump, do that. Power. One more of this. Let's do 5 of each inserter. It's gonna be a bit. So we're almost done. We're almost done with chemical tech cards. Now this will make 25 per minute. Right, because this is a longer craft. This is 36. Instead of 20. Okay. It doesn't matter. So what we need now is electronic components. Now, electronic components, how do we even make that? No. Okay, so this is a normal assembling machine recipe. Plastic bar is normal. We can make that easily. Where did it go? This silicon is quartz, which is sand in a filtration plant with water. Okay. I don't have a filtration plant. We need steel to build that. Right, how many engine units do we need? 5 per minute. Okay, that's enough. That's more than enough. Cool. Taking some steel. Making a filtration plant. And coal is not doing well. Okay, can't go through there either. So we are having a little bit of a resource crisis here. I don't know why I don't just do that. We actually need a couple more of these. Okay. And we have the resource crisis because this cannot get through because of stone. Okay. I'm gonna solve that in 2 seconds. We are doing this though. And putting that in there. Gonna do that. Couple of the power poles. And we'll get this going. Now, stone is not being used enough, really. So we're gonna grab these. It's gonna help a little bit with stone. Gonna make 2 of these. And then I'm putting this here. Stone. Putting that there, that goes in, that goes out. Power. So we are about to run out of fuel here for our generators, which is terrible. That's absolutely terrible. Okay, so back to what we were doing before. We need to make some electronic components here. This. We'll make a near inserter here. And we'll put that in there. Plastic and glass, easy peasy. We'll make plastic over at the... here somewhere. That's pretty reasonable. But the quartz... we did get this. We'll make quartz here, I think. I just need to find water here. So I'm just gonna go over here. We'll do this. Gonna go all over the universe to get water, basically. But because the pipes are so long, I don't feel like it matters that much. Let's make a bunch of more of these underground pipes. They're extremely useful. Let's make 10 more. We'll split this off here. Drag some coal down here for plastic. Plastic is still made in a chemical plant, so let's do 2 of those. And then we're gonna take petroleum from here and put it maybe here somewhere. Or we just do that, that's fine. We can even like maximize this. We don't have to drag this belt so long. Well, I can tell you that getting these patches into the base with stone, iron, and coal is getting really relevant right now. Okay. We'll even do this, I think. And then plastic. Okay. A couple of inserters. That goes over there. This goes there. Pipe goes in there. Power goes up there. We'll have 2 more inserters here and a belt. And 1 near inserter. Don't really care that much. We'll put things into the machine. And we're just gonna drag plastic all the way over here for now. Just making this puzzle fit. Glass we already have. So we're gonna join the belt here with glass. We'll do this. I don't care that I'm building on the copper patch as of right now. This goes in there, and then we need the silicon. So I have quartz here. How did we make silicon? Is that burning the quartz in something? Here. No, delivery cannon. Here. Yes. So... we'll have these take out. But I don't have any more belt. I need belt. Give belt. Boom. Put that there. Put that here. We need to craft more furnaces for once. It's been a long while since we needed furnaces. That goes from there to there. And we need a couple more underground belts. We have 2 long inserters already. So we're going to get that. Right, I needed to finish that. I was like, why are we not getting any plastic? That's not fair. So we're just getting that. Boom. And we crafted the first silicon here at 6 hours and 12 minutes. The same with first plastic, to be honest. So this will make electronic components. That's going to go in there. That's going to fill up the last thing. This is going to make... I think more than we can do anything with, realistically. This is going to make 67 per minute, maybe. Well, that's a pretty big maybe. And we've tapped the whole coal thing. Okay. I want to see the first chemical science go through here if possible. We can get 2 sets of tool belt here as well to expand our inventory further. Let's do this. We are about to have our first chemical science. This takes a very long time to craft. but we're about to get it. I'm very excited for this. I'm very excited. Okay, halfway there. Halfway there. And our inventory is not as painfully small anymore. I think the first thing we're gonna do is get radar with our very, very nice chemical tech cards. I've been itching to get radars for a while. I need to scout better. I want to find out where the nests are. I want to find out where we can realistically expand the base. Okay, first chemical tech cards done. 6 hours, 15 minutes. We have 2 more before I think we're forced into going to space for materials. So the priority right now will be getting radars up and running. Then we are going to get robotics. So we're going to unlock all of these things so we can get any sort of construction robots going. So once we have this unlocked, priority will be getting trains and walls set up so that we can build proper infrastructure on Novice that I can properly expand on. Because right now we're just building a really ratty spaghetti starter thing here, and I have no idea what I'm doing, but I have some cool ideas for a train network that's not really based off the square city block that we used for our vanilla base. So it's going to be a bit different, and I think this playthrough will rely way more on trains than I did in my vanilla playthrough, which is going to be cool. Anyway, I think this is going to be it for this episode. If you like this content, consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching and have a really, really nice day.